Challenge Friday. What's going on, guys? It's Jake here with the boys here on Buried. We're doing another Zombies challenge. Darvin, Lewis, and Connor. A little bit of a different video today. It's going to be a group challenge, and we are all going to be attempting to upgrade every single gun here on Buried. The punishment being, if we fail, meaning we all die out before we upgrade every gun, we will all have to bash our shins into a coffee table, unfortunately. Now, it's a little bit of a different video here. You see we already skipped around too. I'm recording this in post because our audio did get a little messed up, but we'll have that fixed for next week. But I'll give you a little bit of play-by-play and a little bit of insight into how I like to play Buried. Easily one of my favorite maps of all time. I know a lot of people like it, but it's not usually making a lot of top 10 lists. A lot of people think it's too easy. Yeah, I definitely see that point of view, but a little bit of a sentimental value. First map I got to around 50 on ever, and no, I was not using the Paralyzer. Paralyzer free game for sure, but I'll give you a little bit of insight how I like to play the map, and yeah, give you a little bit of my commentary. So Buried is a tough one. You'll see here I'm going for the L set. If we miss this, the entire challenge is failed. Luckily, I get up here, make it, grab the L set. Challenge can continue, and our shins will be safe. Would have all ended right there. We also need to make sure to grab the M14 and the Olympia, and someone to keep their 1911. I'm pretty sure that's me. We're going to skip past a lot of the setup here, because a lot of Buried is just the setup, and I get that's what turns a lot of people off from the map. But I do think if you're, you know, judicious about the way and efficient about the way you set up the map, it's really not that bad. And you can get a lot of points doing it too, which I think is cool. But anyway, oh, gotta kill this guy first. Yep, don't want to go down in Leroy's cage, that would be bad. I know his name's, not Leroy. I forget what his actual name is, but we call him Leroy. We also like to refer to the witches as Ellen Pages because they look like the actress Ellen Page. Anyway, I'm going to rock with the LSAT for a little bit, and I am going to be rocking with the 1911. That's going to be my assignment, is to upgrade that gun. And I think Lewis will start off, unfortunately, boxing for the Cap 40 and the SMR, and you'll see that leads him to a little bit of trouble down the road. Connor's going to be rocking the M14. Darvin's going to be rocking the Olympia up at the spawn. Here I'm grabbing Leroy with the booze, trying to make him run in the jug, trying to line up the shot. Further, Leroy is away. When you give him the booze, the more points you get. There we go. Drinking the booze, and he's going to charge at it. There you go. 100 miles an hour. Really thought I missed this shot, but just nicked it at the edge there. Gonna bash in the jug. We got jug. Challenge is a go. So moving forward, I got the LSAT here. Got Speed Cola also, and I'm gonna have Leroy open up the church. Gotta dodge some zombies. See, that's the annoying thing about playing this map with a bunch of people, is you're never really in control of the zombies. But you also gotta kill them while avoiding Leroy, which is a massive pain in the ass. But luckily you can get Leroy to run over the zombies and get him to respawn, which is what I'm trying to do here. He runs over a couple of them, and he will run over these two right now. Turn him in. Oh, gotta kill this guy first. Turn him in and launch him into the church. Oh, taking hits. Back up, hip fire. LSAT is a beast, even without double tap, and it's round 7, so I'm not really too worried about it. Gonna get Leroy to smash the box here. Obviously, we're gonna be doing a lot of boxing for this challenge, so we don't want to be getting any teddy bears and making it even longer than it has to. So going through the witch's house, or Ellen Page as I mentioned we call her, big other barrier for this challenge to get over, because you gotta be efficient with your points in order to get this challenge done in a timely manner. We're trying to get it done by round 25, and obviously if she hits you, you lose 2,000 points. So I got Vulture Aid here, about to start it up, grabbing double tap, Ellen Page round coming. Gotta kill her before, because I only have 5,000, so I can't lose any points if I'm gonna upgrade the LSAT right here. It's coming through the bookcase, love to see that. And it's this point right here that's always the toughest for me, because you never know if she's going to come around the corner quickly or not. Once you get her there, I'm going to be actually extra careful and wait, but she's coming from down the hall already, so now I just gotta run down the hall, avoid this last one, and I am home free and perfect. The fountain is right there. So all I gotta do is wait for the last Ellen page, blow up the fountain, and collect my free perk. And there she is, coming down the aisle right there. All I gotta do is blast her. And, oh, that wasn't the last one either. Oh, fountain is destroyed, so I can, oh, no, it's not. Taking another grenade. And now the fountain is destroyed, and I can teleport back to spawn. So we're going to skip over that last Ellen page because we couldn't find it. I think we actually glitched her. I'm going to grab the Mustang and Sally here. And we can cross that one off the list. First gun, pack-a-punch, round 9, a little late. But once you get one, it's a lot easier to get others. Skipping ahead here, got Mule Kick as my free perk, which is perfect on this map. And I'm in my spot. It's usually my spot on Buried. Lou's going to go down. That Cap 40 SMR combo is brutal. He is almost completely out of ammo at this point, and he ran a good portion of these early rounds without ammo. When someone goes down here, so you kind of get Connor out of my way. There we go. All you gotta do, Darvin's gonna swoop in for the revive, and I'm gonna come in and lay down some suppressing fire with the Mustang and Sally. Upgraded it, might as well use it. Got the Carpenter rolling out there, he's gonna grab it, cover him, and that's how you get the revive. This was a common thread throughout this video, believe you me. Moving forward, back here in my spot where I like to run with a bunch of people. Usually I like to run the courthouse, but with 4 people it can be tough. So usually I like to run trains over in this alley by the saloon and that guillotine you need for the Richtofen inside of the Easter egg. Lou's gonna go down again, so gotta run that loop back up into the courthouse. So hopefully, oh, riser pit. That's another hazard on this map. There's a ton of riser pits that you can run into. I run into a couple later in this video. Luckily I'm able to escape. Going up the stairs, Darvin's there waiting for, oh no, he just chopped down. Gotta lay down the cover. He's able to get the revive. So, moving right along to the next clip. We got, Connor was in Vulture Aid there. Vulture Aid can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Lou's gonna go down again, but we got the insta-kill there, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I think I'm gonna hop down this time. Yep, I got the MP5 with me as well. So I got Mule Kick, gonna lay down a couple zombies, and I got that perma quick revive, which is a godsend, especially if you have a teammate who's going down a lot. That paired with quick revive is almost like instantaneous. It's beautiful. So yeah, get back to my spot here, skipping ahead. Lou's gonna go down again, unfortunately. That SMR and that Cap 40 are just not too great. Obviously, people know how bad the SMR is. The Cap 40 itself, I don't think is terrible. I think it follows a trend a lot of the Black Ops 2 guns follow, in that a lot of the box guns like the S12 and the Cap 40 aren't too terrible, but they have no ammo in them whatsoever. So they run out of ammo really fast, and unfortunately we need it for the challenge. So Darvin come out of nowhere here, give me some cover. I'm gonna pick him up super quick, and then I'm gonna hop to the box here. Gotta trade out the Mustang and Sally. Unfortunately, that is the big thing with this challenge. Gonna grab the DSR, and gotta get rid of your pack-a-punch power guns. But I love the DSR, easily one of my favorite guns to use in Black Ops 2. Not a big sniper, but the DSR is super fun, especially when you upgrade it. Obviously, you can get it without a scope on it. So, gonna show off some sniping skills or lack thereof. I'm gonna miss like 10 times. Lou's gonna make a bunch of crawlers, and there you go. And get that no scope. There we go. Get those snipes. Get those snipes. This is the best spot, I think, especially like pre-round 30. Get a guy running above you, or even solo. The zombies will just funnel right in here. If you can avoid Vulture Aid here, I think that's usually the best move, because you don't want any zombies getting in behind you. But still, great place not to get overwhelmed, and can have them generally line up for you. Gonna plink a few more, get that perma dead shot with that no scope. Gonna barrel shove a couple more. Trying to quick scope, I'm terrible. I know. Quick scope, got him. That wasn't too bad. With double tap, it's easy though, because you get 2 bullets instead of 1, so even if you miss, you still don't miss. Whoever's Marlton in this game, Lewis is going to bring in a big train of them. Just pull out the L set at this point. Why the hell not? I have 26,000 points, so we can upgrade a few guns at the end of this round, hopefully, if it should be in the cards. So, moving right along. Here I am, running up to Pack-a-Punch, skipping through the maze, got quick revive off that Ellen Page round, so now I get that super quick revive. Pack-a-Punch the MP5 and get the MP115 Collider. Way worse than it was in Black Ops 1, I think, but I haven't played Black Ops 1 using the MP5 upgrade in a while. But yeah, did not live up to my expectations. DSR, gonna pop that in, I think, and grab the Dead Specimen Reactor. So we got a few guns in here at this point. I don't think I double upgrade the DSR, I think I just roll with it as is because you gotta conserve those points. Just crossing the guns off the list, that's the only reason for the delay there. Gonna Pack-a-Punch the L set and get the F cert. I love that little wordplay right there, although being the lawyer, I do love the L set. Or hate the L set. Love to hate the L set. I'm done with it now. I got that nice target finder sight, of course. I'm gonna grab the Remington, the Barrett, and the M16 is my next three guns. Barrett is really fun to use, I think. Not quite as fun as the DSR because it just feels a little more light, not quite as heavy on those shots. But M16 can get the Skull Crusher, super fun gun, just as fun as it was in Black Ops 1. Remington, really like this gun. Gonna upgrade it for the sequencer. My gun of choice on both transit and farm, because I love to run in that farm area on transit. Round 16 with double tap, it'll do some good things. Gonna get some snipes with the micro aerator, or actually no, it's the regular Barrett right now. I decided to run that round in the maze because I didn't have enough points to upgrade it. Here, gonna get the micro aerator, macro annihilator, whatever the hell it's called. It's the Barrett, you know what I'm talking about. Got that 7-round clip. And I'm gonna trade it out pretty promptly because the ammo on this thing is pretty terrible, even though it's not awful. Gonna grab the regular 5.7 here. A little bit of a sleeper gun, I think. 5.7 dual wheel is a real good gun. Another thing I forgot to mention for this challenge, no bank. Not allowed to use the bank for it because then it would just be way too easy. Gonna hit the box another time real quick, grab the Executioner. Once that thing becomes the voice of justice, it's pretty unstoppable. So run with 2 pistols right now. Got my Skull Crusher. Gonna hit the box another time, I think. Yep. Just running around these 2 zombies. And what do I get? What do I get? What do I get? I get the MTAR. MTAR, after that patch, made it completely unusable in terms of accuracy, and you'll see here in a second. I think I just cannot hit this zombie for the life of me. Wow, that is real bad. It's a little bit better when it gets upgraded, but my god, not good. You see Connor hanging down there in that spot, gonna shred some zombies. I'm gonna go and try and get the revive, try and cover Darvin, but I got no upgraded guns this time. Help me this time. Darvin and I are communicating, figuring out when the best time to go is. We see probably should have told Connor not to kill the zombies because they keep spawning in, but we see we're running out of time. I remember, hey, wait a minute, I got perma quick revive plus real quick revive. Look at that, less than a second, and he's up. Now the key thing here is how do I get out of here, because I have no upgraded guns. I'm able to get out, but we still got Lewis and Darvin in the same spot, unfortunately. I'm just going to run back to my spot, but we do hit a quick lag spike. You see Darvin on that 1 bar, and he's just going to get dragged down to the ground, unfortunately. Lewis still rocking the SMR and the Cap 40 with no perks because he just went down, is also going to bite the bullet there. Darvin's still 1 bar in it. So I got to run the train. Connor's up there. We're trying to coordinate. He's gonna throw down the subsurface resonator. I tell him to stay here and wait because we want all the zombies to leave that area because it could just be a death trap, and I got that super quick revive. So there's Lou and there's Darvin. Get them both up instantly, but again the problem is getting out of here. No one has monkeys at this point. No one got monkeys until very late in this game, especially for the amount of times we hit the box. So you got that max ammo, but Lewis goes down immediately, and there's really nothing he can do about it. I'm standing in the Vulture Aid, Darvin's got Jug Alley, and then we get that godsend quick revive. Darvin gets quick revive, I meant insta-kill. Darvin gets double swiped, but I can res him instantly. We got that insta-kill, and I got Vulture Aid. Gonna go get Lou right back up. So then we get that nuke and we are in the clear. So moving right along. Yep, gonna go down again. That Cap 40 and that SMR, they are as bad as everyone says they are. I make some really dumb plays here. I knew Lou was about to die. I didn't want him to die out with those guns, because then what would have been the point? I'm trying to train him up, kind of in a last-ditched effort. I realized I have this really fast revive. I get red screened, almost die. That would have been an absolute disaster, but we turned disasters into great plays here on this channel, running up by Galvanuckles, or where we put Galvanuckles anyway. Gonna run around and just get the hell out of Dodge. Moving right along, gonna upgrade the 5.7 into the Ultra. Not quite the Plus Ultra, although that would be great if that was what the dual wield Pack-a-Punch were named. But upgraded 5.7, pretty good for what it is. Gonna run the round in the maze again, because I didn't have enough points to upgrade other weapons. Just circle around the pit here, gonna jump over the pit. And you could always just jump into it if you in fact get into trouble. And Vulture Aid, this is where Vulture Aid comes in handy. In tight confined spaces like this where you're training and you're not trying to camp and get them to line up, this is where Vulture Aid becomes a great perk. Anyway, got 16,000, gonna upgrade the Executioner next into the Voice of Justice, double upgrade it for that long barrel. I don't think I'd do that because I'm trying to conserve the points, but that thing is obviously a godsend and everybody knows it. Gonna go for the Malevolent Taxonomic Anodized Redeemer or something like that. Yeah, that sounds about right. It fixes some of the recoil problems and is a decent gun, but you honestly are just better off with the AN. Gonna grab the Cap 40 and gonna give Lewis a little bit of a break. He no longer needs the Cap 40, he can get a good gun. I think he grabs the AN. I grabbed the Galil here, but I realized sadly the Galil has already been used by Connor. Gonna grab the SMR, and Lewis told me to put it back in the damn box because he wanted to upgrade it himself. This ain't for nothing, I get the Mark II, and you know what? I'm happy, and I respect Lewis a lot more for that. Anyway, just give you a quick look at the scoreboard there. In my spot, it's round 20. We haven't done that many guns at this point, but when you can accumulate points and get set up, you can upgrade a lot of guns really fast. You see me using the Redeemer here. Redeemer, I don't think quite fully redeems the MTAR's lack of accuracy, but you know what? It is what it is, and it's definitely serviceable as a decent assault rifle on round 20. Definitely get you some points and kills as well. So this is a better idea, but you can see me running the train here. You want to get them all to line up on that left side, right by where it says Gunsmith on that wall. This melts them a little too fast, and that riser pit there almost killed me. And that would have been a complete and utter disaster. You see me moving. This riser pit that I'm standing on right now is the worst one in the game. How did I get out of there? I have no idea. How was I not even red screened? You're gonna need a degree to figure that one out. Anyway, gonna circle them back up, gonna run them back around. Those walkers are no fun, but just avoid this guy, get them all to line up here, and these are easy headshots, easy points, easy kills, easy mode really. And then you could just run up by the saloon and juke the zombies out a little bit if you need. You have a lot of outs running this area, which I really is the reason why I enjoy it the most. So I'll give you another quick look at the scoreboard there. My headshots are a little bit lacking, but that's alright. Gonna go back, running Ellen Page once again. You'll see us do the time bomb. I don't want to call it a glitch, but I guess strategy here. Connor got time bombs in the box to get 2 perks instead of just 1 from Ellen Page. I already had 6, so I'm only gonna get 1 anyway, but the other guys picked up 2. I'm gonna pick up Stamina up there, which I'm a huge Stamina fanboy. I'm like really annoyed right here because I realized I should have traded out the MTAR for something else, but I'm going to get the Cap 40 upgraded. I'll showcase that a little bit, just crossing it off the list right now, and then I'm going to upgrade the Mark II immediately for the Porters, and then we can move right along, cross that one off the list. And you see me with the hammer here, but we already used that, so I'm going to trade that out for the B-23. It's a wall weapon we haven't used yet. So we have the Cap 40, the Porters, and the B-23 right here. gonna see Darvin pick up the ballistic knife here. So he's still using that Hades. Not quite the best for the challenge, but he's doing his job. Yep, I know you got the ballistic knife, buddy. So I'm gonna run back, upgrade the B-23 into the B-34. Black Ops 2, they really didn't do a great job with some of these names. I think they could have come up with something a little bit clever. Is it the Bear, maybe? Or is it the B-34? I don't know. But it does its job for what it is on round 21. I think for the same price, the MP5, even though I was kind of shitting on it earlier, is a little bit better, and is probably, you're better off with that. I think this thing could have been better if they upgraded version was dual wield, kind of like the CZs back from Black Ops 1, the Calamity and Jane, I think they were. I mean, you see you get headshots with double tap. I mean, this thing still does its job. It's still going to melt them on round 21. But yeah, I mean, obviously, the B-23, I mean, what can you expect? Arthur, I just realized that's what Leroy's name is, Arthur. You're going to see me show up the Cap 40 here a little bit. Actually, you know what, it's not terrible. I think kind of what I said before with its lack of ammo is really the issue. I think, you know, it's comparable to that PM63 from BO1, where it shoots really fast, it can actually get kills. I get the Paralyzer here, one of my favorite guns of all time. Got the War Machine, and I'm going to keep going. Cap 40, going to upgrade the Paralyzer into the Petrifier. The Cap 40 gets a lot of ammo downrange, but unlike the PM63, it is unfortunately not a wall weapon. If it had been, I think it would be a lot better. Going to upgrade the War Machine into the Dystopic Demolisher, something like that. Not a terrible weapon, but hey, without Flopper, I mean, it's just not going to do its job, and it can't really justify what it is out of the box, being the meme that it is right now. Anyway, I'm going to fly around with Paralyzer a little bit. One of my favorite things about this map is doing stuff like that. Gonna jump down into the hole. Gonna run back onto the map, and I think I get rid of the Demolisher here almost instantaneously. No point in trying to kill myself, really. But we are going to push on. Darvin's got, or I think it's Connor with the rocket-propelled Grievance, the upgraded RPG. Really fun gun to use because it becomes full auto. And I didn't hit the box there. Oh, there we go. Hit the box. Gonna trade this out pretty much immediately for the S12. S12, I think, is like the paradigmatic example of a gun in this game that isn't really bad out of the box, but just comes with such little ammo that you just can't ever use it. Connor told me he had already done the S12. I get the hammer for the umpteenth time. Connor's gonna hit the box there, it looks like. And I think he's going to get the Mark II as well, so he's going to trade out the Grievance for the Mark II, and we're feeling like we're in pretty good shape right here. I am going to go for the Executioner once again, even though I shouldn't have grabbed it there. I'm kind of kicking myself because I realized I had the hammer. Anyway, not wanting to fail this challenge and bash my shit into a coffee table, I am going to use the Paralyzer and use this cheap little strategy on any of my round 50 muns on this map. I have not used this strategy. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. It is totally cheap and totally degenerate, but hey, I mean, we're playing with consequences here, and you know, I really don't want to bash my shit into a coffee table. We are men of our word here on this channel, and that is the whole point. Gonna be melting them with the porters. I mean, this just is not a fair setup in the slightest. It is completely degenerate, especially with Vulture 8. I will be the first to admit it, but I am gonna continue to do it. But moving right along, one of the things I love about this strategy with multiple players is you can kind of give cover to your teammates who are running around down there. Gonna pick up the Vulture 8 bullets and cash for a little bit. But yeah, you got your teammates running down. I give Connor some cover. He probably would have gone down there, but he is fine. So just gonna finish out this round like this. Then you're gonna see us at, this is the point of the challenge where you really just gotta get lucky from the box. Lewis is gonna get the ray gun, which is one of the last few guns we need. So just bear that in mind. So I'm gonna hit the box, and I'm gonna get the Barrett again, and yeah, I get the Barrett about 30,000 times. I got every gun from the box except for the ones we needed about 30,000 times. I realized the 7.4U is a gun we still haven't upgraded, so I'm gonna do that at some point as well. New Model Army is one of my favorite guns. I hate trading it out, so I don't think I do. I think I hang on to it here. I don't think I use it very much, but yeah, Python was always one of my favorites, and the New Model Army is just a really cool reskin of that. Easily one of my favorite guns in all the zombies. FAL is a gun we need, so yeah, I gotta trade out the New Model Army for it, unfortunately. FAL, one of those guns I thought was way better in Black Ops 1. In fact, it was the epic win in Black Ops when you upgrade it, and it just becomes the win when you upgrade it in this game. You'll see some gameplay of me using it. Yeah, I was very, very underwhelmed, especially with Double Tap 2.0. But anyway, I mentioned before, Lewis had the ray gun. He was trying to upgrade it, one of the last guns we need, and he falls down the hole at Pack-a-Punch and dies out. So now we gotta get the damn ray gun all over again. It is just not his game. At this point, we're basically saying if we lose this challenge, he should have to bash both knees, or both shins, into the coffee table. Anyway, you're gonna see some gameplay of the win here. Still popping heads. I mean, it's only round 23, and it is an assault rifle with double tap, and I'm getting headshots with it, but yeah, it just doesn't have the power I felt like it once had, you know? I mean, oh, I also did pick up monkeys, as you can see in my tactical zone earlier, so that makes it a whole lot easier. But yeah, the win upgraded FAL, very underwhelming. So moving ahead, Lewis is going to get the dual wheel 5.7s. I'm going to pick up the SVU, even though we've already upgraded that. Dual wheel 5.7s was definitely the one that we needed. And with a measly 5 points, I can't hit the box, so I'm going to fly up and hold the zombie while other people box. SVU, probably my favorite weapon of all time in this game. It just absolutely melts, and it is way too easy to get headshots with. On round 50, even in the 50s, it can still kill when it's fully upgraded. And yeah, just a solid weapon all around. It's far superior to any of the other sniper rifles in any game. The Dracon is a solid weapon in Black Ops 3, but at the end of the day, it's a box gun. So unfortunately I have to trade it out for the 7.4U. Oh, you know what? We had already upgraded it because someone bought it. I think somebody Darvin grabbed the ray gun at this point, which was the last gun we needed. So we're all just gearing up for a final stand, which we're going to do at Pack-a-Punch and celebrate the winning of this challenge. So I'm going to upgrade 7.4U into the FU2, one of my favorite names of any gun. Gonna run this last guy around here for a while, waiting for everyone to show up. And here comes Darvin with the ray gun, and now we're just waiting on the rest of the team to show up. We almost go down here about 6 different times. But anyway, here approaches Connor, and eventually Lewis comes too. I kill the zombie. Darvin's gonna upgrade the ray gun, and we get it done all before round 25. So there it is, guys. All guns on Buried, Pack-a-Punched. Connor's gonna throw down the turbine, and we're gonna make our last stand here. So we will not be bashing our shins in. This will show you just kind of what I'm talking about, on how easy Buried is. This last stand with the Petrifier lasted all the way until round 30, and then Connor decided to time bomb us back to round 28, and we got to try and get to round 30 again. So we're just going to survive here. But in light of all of us winning, we decided Connor had probably the best game, so he is going to be picking next week's challenge. Made some fun plays here at the end going for round 30, so let you just play this out for the rest of the video. We got the time bomb on the wall. You see our setup with the claymores over on the side. Darvin's got those steel barricades like a champ. He and Lewis had died out a bunch here. So all they could do was upgrade the Mustang and Sally, use it until they ran out of ammo, and then kill themselves to spawn back in on the next round with the Mustang and Sally yet again. We get a max ammo here, which was like a godsend for this. It's got to the point where it almost got boring. Yeah, the Paralyzer is just way too good to tap fire for just around 30 here. The FU2 actually dropped off a lot. You'll see, killing a crawler there. Took me a little bit more than I thought. Darvin's gonna fall and go down, and I think he's gonna get revived. He just fell down at the window because he doesn't have jug. I'm gonna be using the FU2 here a little bit more. Almost gonna get overwhelmed, but not quite. So here we are, just camping away, trying to get as many headshots as possible with the grenades flying with the Mustang and Sally's. It is just a mess. All these crawlers are getting made, but it is absolutely hilarious. Connor's got a sassafras. We're gonna venture up just for fun. Really no other reason. Darvin's gonna go down here, and Connor's gonna revive him. Darvin's gonna go down again. Yeah, they're just spamming those Mustang and Sally's, so that's all they can do. I remember, hey, wait a minute, I have monkeys. Darvin and Lewis go down. I'm gonna run up, and this was one of the best plays I think I ever made. Reviving Lewis, realizes the monkey's about to run out. How do I not go down here? All these guys miss. I'm gonna hop down. Lewis goes down again, grab the Godsend nuke into the double revive. Yeah, I lost perma quick revive earlier that game. And I unfortunately fell off the map, the very thing I was making fun of everyone else for doing. Connor is going to hit the time bomb. I'm going to spawn back in. And we get, wouldn't you know, a max ammo almost immediately. Well, I think I'm just going to cut to the us dying part. And yep, there it is. We go down and give you a chance to look at the scoreboard, but that's going to do it for Challenge Friday, guys. Thanks for tuning in. A little bit of a longer video this time, I know. Next week, we're going to get back to a little more of a traditional challenge, although I don't know what it is yet. Connor's going to surprise us, and we're out.